playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
Jackson looking to throw right away.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll run right here with Jacobs. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 23 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
From the 39, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Yates.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw again is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. And safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The Texans at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Oliver. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down and score. Because when you're able to do that, you don't get approaching some yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
On the move past the 40. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Looking to throw. Oliver. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Texans are back within a score.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 22. Big play there for New England. 54 yards on the ground. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston set to take over.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Off-play action. Oliver. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a give up the middle.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Out to the 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who was so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Jackson now. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive. Oliver. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Oliver. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Jackson.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Jackson nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hurry! Hurry!
Off play action. Oliver being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. So we have reached halftime here. It's
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Throwing to start the drive. Oliver. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Oliver. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Oliver. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. A good pickup there at 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
No, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, they'll run it here. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop down within the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Oliver. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here's Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
80 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A 7-yard return following a punt. Yards, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Jackson on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the 1st half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
23 yards on the play.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oliver. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. With baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
He had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Oliver.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Looking to throw. Oliver. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson.
And here's Freiermuth again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
For that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharpe, who was a tight end.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Oliver. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On fourth down, Oliver. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Jacobs from 10 yards out. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
There's that man again. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over. Coming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to... After picking up the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second and 10, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big